wait for someone to join. I will probably post this video. I will for sure cut the first part. I was just checking for some coins at the moment. Keen doing nothing right now. Let's see a few coins, and as soon as everyone interested in EtherDelta come to join. Bitcoin probably is doing something. Yeah, it's dropping again. People so far. I'm just waiting a bit and share some Bitcoin thing. Market is still so unstable, so it's really hard to trade. Like charts, it's better if I don't chart, because you guys might kill me if I don't get it right. As you can see, everything is up and down like crazy. And I have lots of money in red pools. Red pools goes up and down 5k every hour probably. Bitcoin might go up here. That here, the channel may drop later. Anyways, we got almost 20 people listening for EtherDelta. I'm just gonna make a easy tutorial about it. Nothing crazy, just to set you up. Let's wait for another 2 people and I start. Coins are garbage. Even buying these coins, it's all red. Wow, iron is dropping. Iron can really be a good buy right now, because it's not going lower than this level here. Look how many times he tried to drop, and here there's those huge resistance that can become support. So probably this can be a 61 or 50% retracement, to be honest. Let's see. Kind of, if we don't get the first spike. If we get more resistance here instead of just this huge spike, this can be 61% retracement, so it can be really good at the moment. So if it doesn't pass this line, it can be a really good buy. Anyways, yeah, this tutorial was about EtherDelta, so I guess I start. We have 24 people, so welcome. This is Vince, and I'm gonna do a little tutorial about EtherDelta. So EtherDelta, why it's good to trade on EtherDelta? Because it's a decentralized marketplace, so people and users can sell and buy tokens directly from other people without using the middleman, which, you know, in our exchange markets are, you know, Binance and Bittrex, KuCoin. You know, we put our money in their wallets, and and then we use them to move the tokens around. But with this marketplace, we can just buy directly from the user. A user can still place order, and you can like use it as you use another exchange market, but the tokens are not listed in actual exchanges. For example, if we buy an ICO, and it's very hard to buy an ICO nowadays because you have to apply for the whitelist, you have to be able to send the documents, and then you gotta be able to be there the pre-sale, and the pre-sale sells out, and you're not able to buy the tokens. And we all know the ICOs tokens, if they're good ICOs, because remember, there are lots of scams. It's not that every ICO that you buy it will be money. So there are really lots of scams around. So in order to buy an ICO, sometimes it's very hard, especially from USA users, because always they can buy the ICO. For example, Koreans and Chinese, some ICO don't allow those citizenship to buy, to be part of the sale. So investors interested in the ICO, they have to go EtherDelta to buy the tokens, or wait for the tokens to go on an exchange market, to get listed on some exchange. But before a coin, a token, gets listed on an exchange, this is the first place where you can actually buy the token after the ICO. So if I'm an investor that bought the ICO, let's say I bought it for, for example, this is why it's good, I bought it for 30% discount. I come on EtherDelta when I receive the token, and I want to make that 20% or 30%, because I don't care, let's say I don't care about the project, I just want to make money. So I will sell the ICO 20% to you, and it will still be under ICO price, right? Because the investors bought at like a 3% bonus, right? So in the case, I will receive still the token below ICO price, and the investor made the 20%. So imagine those pre-sale guys, they buy coins for like $50,000 or $10,000. They sell 20%, and they made $10,000, or whatever, very quick, without waiting to see if the coin will go up and down. So it's a good thing from some investors, and you get the coin which is still lower than the ICO price, and you can sell the tokens when you hit the exchange market. And remember, the coin usually they raise here too. This EtherDelta acts like an exchange market, so the coins will go up and down in price, and there's so many coins, so it can be a really good place to buy your coins for cheap, especially if you hold, if you want to long hold something, some good projects. This website is called EtherDelta because those ICOs or projects are all the coins that are built on Ethereum blockchain. So of course you won't see no red pools here, because red pools is part of Neo blockchain. And as we all know, probably most of you don't know, if you guys are new to crypto, well, Ethereum, it's a platform that hosts ICOs, and an Ethereum address can have more coins on it. For example, this is CoinMarketCap. If I go on, I have my coins list, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, Cardano, Litecoin, and then I go to tokens. And the tokens are those ones, and you can see the platform, Ethereum, right? So all those coins that we see here, they're built on Ethereum platform. But for example, Ardor is built on NXT, and pretty much all the tokens are based on Ethereum right now. That's why Ethereum spikes so much. See, Red Pulse is built on Neo, right? Supernet on NXT, Deep Brain Chain is on Neo. So all those projects are built on Ethereum. That's why Ethereum went nuts from $8 to be worth like $1,500 today. And this is the same thing that can happen to Neo, right? Because Neo is like the Ethereum of China, and more projects will start to build on the Neo blockchain. More people will buy Neo to buy new ICOs, right? And how it works? Well, you have an Ethereum address that you can make with my Ethereum wallet. That's the easiest way to have an Ethereum address where you own the private keys of the wallet. Of course, if you have an Ethereum wallet on like Bittrex or Binance, you cannot buy ICOs with that Ethereum wallet, because that's from the exchange. So you need to have your Ethereum address where you have your private key in order to buy those ICOs. And you know, you pay with your Ethereum wallet, and then they will send you the tokens on your Ethereum address. And the Ethereum address can be used as a very secure storage, like paper wallet. So you can make an Ethereum paper wallet and you know, print it or put it on a USB and put it away, and you can send whatever tokens based on Ethereum platform you want. And for example, you know, Omisigo is one, and you know, all those guys here you've seen on the list. So if you own any EOS, Tron, Icon, Omisego, and so on, you can all send those tokens on the same Ethereum address, and you can store it in just one address instead of going crazy and open 20,000 wallets in order to store in the safest way those other coins. So let's start with the create an Ethereum paper wallet. Ethereum paper wallet. The most safe website is my Ether wallet, and I'm gonna just create one for fun. So password CryptoVins, create wallet. So you can download the key store file, which is a file that you can save on your desktop or USB, and you can use this file to enter in the wallet later, or you will have to use your private key. Let's say I don't want to download this. I understand. Actually, I gotta download it. I understand. Continue. Print wallet. So this will be my Ethereum address. I see it as a PDF. That I'm gonna delete it, so you guys don't have to try to steal money, because I have nothing on this. Save desktop test. Desktop save test. Okay, so this is my Ethereum wallet, and you can print it. This is your address, this is your private key. Of course, this you don't give to anyone, and this you can give to whoever. And now I can access to my Ether wallet in two ways, like to see my wallet info, or I can go directly from EtherScan, this website. So this website is allows us to see whatever transaction you add in an Ethereum wallet and whatever coins you own. So if I take my Ethereum address, oh, come on, I don't know if I select it right. One second, gotta save it first. Gotta go in my desktop. 1 second, test right here. Okay, here, address. save that. I have like 5 desktop here. I'm trying to figure out which one I was on. Well, I guess I use a new one. Here we go. Okay, so I select my address, I put it there. So if I scan my address, you know, of course it will tell me I have 0 Ethereum in it, and it will show me all the transaction I made. And here I will have the coin list. So if I have any Omisigo or any EOS, Tron, it will show me the right amount that I have, how many tokens I hold, and all the information for every wallet. So this is why, you know, the blockchain is, you know, very open to the public and super private, because if you send me an Ethereum address, I can copy and paste your Ethereum address here and see how much money you have and how much transaction you did and what transaction you did. I know everything about your address, but I don't know it's you. You know, I know it's you because you sent to me, but I have no idea. Nobody can know that that address is yours, and this is the power of the blockchain. Everyone knows everything about the transactions, and that's why the transaction cannot be lost, because they are saved in the blockchain forever. But nobody knows that's you. The address is yours. So after I made this Ethereum address, again, the safest way to check how much balance you have is going to Etherscan, because you put your address here, your public address, and you can check right away. But if you wanna go into it and send and receive tokens, because with Etherscan you cannot send and receive tokens because it's like everyone can use it. You need to use my Ether wallet to send Ether. And I will go here, and here there's a list of things you can use. Of course, the KStore file that I saved before, I can use that in order to access my my wallet. Right? I go here, select this file, and I get access, or I can put my private key. I type my private key in, and I think I'm gonna do that here. Copy. Private key, make sure you're myetherwallet.com and it's it's safe, otherwise someone can steal your wallet information. And here I am, so it's me inside, and here I can see the tokens that I have. Of course now I have 0, but this is the same list that's available pretty much on EtherDelta, right? And here you can send the tokens to, you can select here Ethereum, or if you have other coins, right? If I want to send to you Omisigo, I'm just making that example, or EOS, whatever. I select EOS and put whatever address, and I send the amount that I want. And here the gas limit is, is the fee that the Ethereum blockchain gets, and you can leave it as gas limit. But when you have to send Ethereum to an ICO, well, you can either use their website to send money to them with your Ethereum, or you can use this platform, and they will recommend what kind of gas limit you have to use in order to send the money quicker. And you can send directly. You can send them Ethereum directly from the website, and they will send you back tokens on your Ethereum address, and you will be able to check from here. Now we have our Ethereum address. Let's go to the main tutorial of this session. EtherDelta. EtherDelta, messy website, really annoying, really slow, but it's a website that allows us to do whatever I told you before. So to buy coins cheap, after the ICO, before they get listed on any exchange. So there is a little feature here that if you want to use it, I don't recommend, because it's better to create your Ether wallet from my Ether wallet. So you can print it, you can download the file to open it. But here, if you want, you can click new account, and already gives you an Ether wallet. So you can save the public key and the private key, and you already have an address. So in this case, we have the address right here. But let's say I want to use the address that I made before. So I'm gonna forget the account, and I'm gonna import account, and I'm gonna type, of course, my address, right? So copy, and I type my private key. I like to be precise. I know maybe for some of you this can be something that you already know, but I'm trying to do the lesson, just a simple one for those that don't know anything about EtherDelta and they're new to these things. So I'm trying to be really precise, step by step, on what you should do, and I think I'm good when I go step by step. So I put my public key and private key, and this is my wallet. Right now I have uploaded in EtherDelta the wallet, and in order to buy coins from here, you have to put your Ethereum inside this address. So you can use whatever you want. You can use Coinbase, or you can use Bittrex to send Ethereum to this address, right? When you have Ethereum, they will show up here. So how these things works. So the amount, as you can see here, token, wallet, and EtherDelta. So let's say you upload 1 Ether, and 1 Ether will be showed up here. In order to buy coin from EtherDelta, you have to transfer those Ether to EtherDelta. Otherwise, you won't be able to catch the coins, okay? To use the coins. And as soon as you transfer those, and you have to use the deposit feature. So if I have a 1 Ethereum here, I will post 1 Ethereum, and I will click deposit, and the money will go into my Ethereum wallet here. But if I want to put it back, I gotta use withdraw. So if I have, I bought some coins and they are in EtherDelta, I have to bring it back to my Ethereum wallet in order to see the coins in my Ethereum wallet here, or in the Etherscan, right? Because if I leave it in EtherDelta, well, they will be in EtherDelta servers. What else here? So remember, every time you transfer something, you deposit something to EtherDelta, and every time you withdraw something back, there is a fee that you have to pay. I think it's still 0.01, if I'm not wrong. I will have to check that, but there is a little fee. So if you want to transfer 1 Ether, you won't be able to transfer 1 Ether, but there is that 0.01, I think, that you have to use with it. So always upload, send more Ether than 1. If you want to transfer 1, you put 1.20, and use those 20 just for the fees. And everything is fees, as you know. So even those guys, they have to make money. So after you transfer your tokens, your Ethers to EtherDelta, you can start to buy. Of course, this is the withdraw feature. Transfer is just if you want to send the tokens that you have on EtherDelta to another address, Ethereum address that's not yours. So if I want to send Omi Sigo to Francesco, well, I will put Francesco address here, and I will transfer the tokens directly to him, instead of, you know, withdraw them to my Ethereum address, and then from my Ethereum address send it to Francesco. So I hope I've been a little bit clear. Actually, let me see. Oh, 1 second. The YouTube, probably someone is asking me some question here. Events safe to be private key like that. Yeah, I said I just created a wallet. That's not my private key, so you guys can do whatever with the private key. I don't really care. I just created a wallet, and I will cancel the wallet, of course. So I mean, to put your private key in my Ether wallet, yes, it's safe because my Ether wallet is a pretty safe website. But if you wanna use the file that I downloaded when I created the wallet, that's even safer. So now, you know, when you have your tokens in the EtherDelta window, and remember, this is a little bit confusing for some people that don't know how to use this. So those are the menus: deposit, withdraw, transfer. Those token, wallet, EtherDelta don't change ever, so it can be a little bit confusing. So when you want a token, you just go select the token from the list, and you can follow EtherDelta on Twitter to know which tokens get released every day, and there are like tons of it. Sometimes like Pundiax list their token, but I don't think it's in this list. So sometimes when a token is really new and it gets released on EtherDelta, you need to have a link that sometimes it gets shared in their Telegram or whatever, that looks like this. For example, if I want salt, remember, this website is not slow, is more. It's like really crazy slow. It's not my computer. My computer is pretty good. Oh, my friend just sent me the link. He's listening to my video. So for example, my friend, and we got in the Pundix ICO, send me this link, which is the Pundix link to buy Pundix token, which are kind of, you know, this is a little chart that shows you how much they doing. It should be the right one, because sometimes you don't really find the right tokens. Like the link can be fake, so be careful on using EtherDelta. Make sure the link is the right one. And here you can see how the tokens are doing. Of course, some investors received their token already, and you know, they don't have to wait for the exchange market to list it. They can already sell the tokens here. So you know, you can have the link that you can find on the telegrams, or you know, you can find the tokens that you want on this list, right? And let's say we want to buy Pundix, and I have my link. This is a little bit confusing too, because it's different from the exchange market. Since in the exchange market you see sometimes those guys green, which are the sell, and the buy you see red or opposite. But remember, the lowest value is people that want to buy cheap. So in order to buy, you need to go to this list right here. In order to sell, you go to the green list. And you know, when you go over, it says click here to sell, right? So you can select the price here, and when you click it, it tells you, you know, you want this amount to buy, and you can actually reduce it. And I want to buy 10 tokens instead of 30, and you can buy a lower amount instead of buying how much this order is. Or you can use this little chart here. It's more confusing for those of you that still struggle with the order books and whatever. Of course, you can put 10, and the price, of course, will be one of those. Because if you click here, it already gives you a buy and sell thing. It's not like a Bittrex that you click here and it gives you the value below. It's really confusing as a platform. So it's a little bit more advanced. So if I want to buy 10 Pundi X, I gotta type by hand the price, and it tells me how much Ethereum, and it expires. I mean, that's regarding the blockchain. And when you do it, of course, if you buy a price that is lower than this, you will go in the order book. But if you click a price and you buy direct from the order, well, you will buy directly. And what happens when I click something and I do sell or buy, I will receive a message that tells me the order has been sent and is on the blockchain right now. So you can directly go to check your transaction on the blockchain, and you can use Ethereum scan again. You type your address and you see how the transaction is going here. Or I think they will give you here in orders, they will give you a transaction ID. So you can click the transaction ID and you can go check your transaction. This EtherDelta is not really live, and what I mean by that, sometimes there is this order, you click and you say sell or buy, and it tells you that the order has already been picked up, so it's not valid anymore. And this happens especially when tokens that are really new, because I don't know, this kind of marketplace needs some time to update. And as I said, it's really bad. And lots of traders, they know it's good because you can find coins for cheap, but they rather don't use it because it's such a mess. But it can be really good to find coins cheap. For example, those guys that didn't get in Pundi X ICO, I think it's already, here is the list of the trades. Let's see. Still 445. The average is pretty much 42, 35. It's going up and down, as we can see from the chart. So, but sometimes coins are really hyped. They can go up and down really fast, and lots of people can buy it, and you won't see this number. You click and it's not available, then you click, you go below, it's not available, so it's a little bit messy. But as I said, you can really find any token that is part of the Ethereum blockchain, and every single token is here. You don't need to register to any exchange. They listed it, right? For example, Dent, right? Dent is just available on KuCoin, if I'm not mistaken. So if you don't have KuCoin, you go on EtherDelta, you have your Ethereum wallet that you made with my Ether wallet, you click Dent and you buy, right? You don't need to make an account. So that's the good thing, but trust me, it's so messy, so slow, it's just terrible to use. But if you want to give a shot, go ahead. I have to explain. Okay, I have a quick script to give away, but it's safe to put your private key like that. Yeah, so I hope I mean, this is it. I don't think I have to be, there is nothing to explain. If you guys have some question, I can answer right away. Yeah, this is pretty much it. So don't screw around with those other things. Leave it like that. Tokens and the account. I told you how to make one. You can make an Ether wallet right away. From here, new account, boom, and I have my new Ethereum address and private key. Or you can make from my Ether wallet. Those are all the coins with the Ethereum platform. Ethereum scan to scan the blockchain. I think that's all, guys. So hopefully you can get rich by some new ICOs, even though you were not part of the whitelist and the pre-sale at the ICO. So have fun. If you have any questions, write in the chat. If I can, I will answer as soon as I can. All right, and let's go to the moon. Hopefully this market start to go up soon. Actually, I can take a look at BTC very quick. If you wanna steal my money, this is my private key. If you didn't, I'm just kidding. PBX. It's all red. Bittrex, all red. Awesome. BTC is going down again. So I guess my chart didn't work. My little chart. I mean, when charting 5 minutes doesn't really help. But still following this damn channel. So people don't get excited when those things happen because it's just a little spike. Sure, it went from 10.4 to almost 1K up, but now Bitcoin is so huge that we should not be scared anymore about those 1000K spikes. Yeah, it's still in the channel, so nothing. I don't know if we'll do this ABC correction or is doing something more aggressive. If he's doing this. So here he did the double down again. He did some kind of this pattern, right? And we know BTC likes to repeat itself, especially with those head and shoulder it does. So I don't know if here we could see something like that too. Hopefully, and then he breaks and he goes finally. Because as you can see here, he did again. He arrived here and he went back and then poof, back up again. So we can. I like when we see pattern repeating each other. So this is one, and this can be the other one, right there. So we have this down, down, break, and now we can do again down, down, break. So we are safe probably until we pass this line. 14K for me will be a nice, nice reversal. when we pass 50% of these retracement. So this main retracement, if we pass 50%, actually even higher, because those are the main resistance. So if it breaks this resistance, that's when I call for probably a Bitcoin reversal. Of course, the real break will be here, right? When it breaks the bull flag, that will be our main. I'm gonna do this better. When it breaks right there, boom, at this level. So when it breaks and change this trend, which is the bearish trend, probably we can start to hope in a better market. But as right now, that's why I'm not charting that much, because market is crazy unstable. And unstable means predictions are super hard to make, and they're not super hard, they're impossible, because just there is no logic behind it. You can make the best chart that you want, but then Bitcoin crash and the chart doesn't work. So I don't really want to give you guys a chart that you gotta lose and you're just gonna jump on it and then lose money, because I know you guys you buy and then you hold forever. You don't want to do that. This is very quick trade right now, and it's not even based on the prediction of the TA, but it's more about politics, and war happens with regulations, and war happens with other stuff. But Red Bull's listing on the whatever it's called, the Korean exchange, Coinest or something. That's good news, because when a coin gets listed in a new exchange, especially if it's a good coin, well, it can pump a lot. So, and yeah, for now, just try to see. This is almost a double down. It's almost on the same line, almost. But for now, try to yeah, CoinRail. Thank you. Try to survive for the moment, hold strong if you are in terrible loss, and as I said many times, in a stable market you should have tried to put the profit apart and go USDT as much as you could. So let's say if Red Bulls today goes 50%, then you go in profit, take that profit out. Don't leave it there, because probably it will crash again. So every coin that goes up and pass your buying price when you bought it, sure, put some profit out, and will be good to buy the dips. When to buy the dips? Well, when Bitcoin goes down or goes up. There are lots of dips in these weeks, so I'm not gonna tell you when to buy, but it's tough even for me, because I don't know when Bitcoin is gonna spike up or down. Sometimes you can work with if you find a channel, if it bounce off there, you might probably predict a change in direction of Bitcoin. That's not really helpful to buy the dips, because we need Bitcoin to go sideways. And for example, you can see the chart, like this was a sideways move of Bitcoin. When it goes sideways, altcoin pump, but when BTC drops, it goes up, especially crazy, well, altcoins die. In good market though, everything gets normal, and good market probably will be right after we pass this line. When we pass this line, Bitcoin will start to go up and will stop here and there, and the good altcoins will pump hard, and all the garbage will die slowly. I pumped Ion. Just showing the chart. I wish. I pumped Linda. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go eat something. Tired as fuck, and hopefully the EtherDelta tutorial help you a little bit. And if you have any question, please let me know in the chat. All right. See you guys. Let me see how to stop this thing. Bye bye.